Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another Cars 3 Diecast review. Today, we'll be reviewing the next generation N2O Cola racer named HJ Hollis. So on my review of Terry Kargas last week, I asked you guys, do you want me to review HJ, Herb Curbler, or Phil Tankson next? And you guys voted for HJ for the most part. It was like 75%. So thank you guys very much for voting. And if you'd like, you can vote for the next singles review. I'm going to switch it over to the Legends. So option number 1 is Louise Nash. Option number 2, River Scott. And can you maybe guess who option number 3 is? Of course, the only one left, Junior Moon. I mean, I guess you could say Doc and Smokey are Legends as well, but they are not really like in the same case. And I've already reviewed them before. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the review of HJ. So he's in a couple cases. I think case T and L are and M. T, L, and M. Those are the ones that he is in. I think L doesn't have anything, no collector card at all. But case T has the collector card, so obviously this and this one over here are from case T. And then we have case M, which has a bonus collector card and a poster. Now, if you'd like to see some examples of those, you can check out my live stream because I do show McQueen and Mater from that case. But it's pretty cool that we do get this collector card with stand because it adds to our normal diecast for the same price. But we do have a choking hazard because that stand is pretty small. On the back here, it says, blindsided by a new generation of Piston Cup racers, Lightning McQueen finds himself suddenly pushed out of the sport he loves. To get back on top, he will need the help of a young race technician, inspiration from the late fabulous Hudson Hornet, and guidance from a few old friends along the way. On the back here, we have Maddy McGear, Pat Traxson, Junior Moon, Terry Kargas, Phil Tankson, and Herb Curbler as other ones to get. I've only so far reviewed Pat and Terry, so the links for those are in the description below. I will be reviewing all of the other ones very soon. Of course, I'm letting you guys vote for which ones you want to see. So, I mean, Junior Moon could be next. But in my opinion, you guys will want to see Louise Nash first. And I personally want to review her first as well. So I'll be right back with HJ all opened up. Alright, so here is HJ out of the package with his collector card, looking really awesome. And I know, guys, I know you really want to see that hauler back there. You saw it and you're like, wait a second. Mattel never made an H2O Cola hauler, and you're exactly right, it's custom. I'll talk about it later, but I do have quite a few interesting things on the table here, like the H2O Cola Pity as well, but we'll get to that later on. So first, we're going to talk about HJ's appearance in Cars 3. Like pretty much every other racer, background does not speak, but there actually are some pretty good shots of him from the movie, so there they are. He looks pretty sweet in the movie, and his diecast looks pretty identical to it, so A+ for accuracy, Mattel, thank you. As for his release, only as a single in those 3 cases. By the way, the entire list of contents for, I'll just put one of the list because they're all the same. The only difference is whether or not it includes a collector card, mini poster, or both. And so yeah, they're in the description below if you want to check that out. And he may be released in the future again. We just don't know at this point. And since there are so many racers, like you have stock cars and next gens, we may not see him again for a while. Anyway though, let's start with the collector card. So obviously don't forget the little stand that is hidden in the bottom of the blister. I know it's pretty easily forgettable, so yeah, just reminding you guys about that. Very sturdy, like I've always said, it's hard plastic, so it's not like easily breakable or anything like that, but I wouldn't like try and bend it or anything. Like, why would you do that anyway? I'm just saying though. So here we have the nice design, which matches HJ's design as well. So you have like 2 shades of purple divided by this line here, H2O Cola. Very, very nicely done. Simple, I like it. On the back, you have a shiny Cars 3 look. I don't know what it's called, like a foil design. You can kind of see like a rainbow, which is pretty sweet. And then it locks in there. It's not going to fall out, so that's really, really cool. Perfect for displays and thumbnails. So moving on to HJ here, you can see he has a very determined expression, which is new. Actually, he has a unique expression because if we look at other next gens that are his model, like Ed here, first of all, the mouth is not as long and the eyebrows are different and they have different spoilers, which is cool. A lot of the racers, like next gens, have different spoilers. Here we have Danny Swerves, who obviously has a different expression. We have Steve LePage, very different as well. His mouth is open. We have Flipped Over, different as well. And lastly, Barry DePedal. I don't have Herb Curbler open, obviously, but I'm pretty sure he is different as well. And by the looks of it, HJ has a unique spoiler so far, so that is really, really cool to see. I love how they're making so much more of an effort to make all the Piston Cup racers different from each other for Cars 3, whereas with Cars 1, there were just 3 models and they all had the same exact expression every time. But anyway, moving on to his designs, H2O Cola there on the hood, purple background. His green paint is kind of metallic, a little Spectre Flame. You can see the glitter there. He has a solid grille that connects the headlights there, some vents down at the bottom. He has black rims and black Lightyear tires. Of course, it does say Lightyear in white, but it's very, very thin. Obviously, for the next gen look. His contingency sponsors are Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. And that's kind of interesting how they put Cola before H2O and then 68 right there. Now this is not 3D lettering, it's very simple, just kind of flat on the background there, which is very nice to see. And I also like that they made the arrow here kind of like, actually this has more depth than the lettering because there's like a black shadow to it, I guess you could say. So the orange arrow obviously indicates to the pit crew where to lift up HJ to do not work on the base. I always used to say that, but actually to change the tires. Then we have the exhaust pipes right there, gas cap right there. On the hood, roof, we have roof flaps and the 68 again. I like how he has these purple patterns here on the green background, so kind of like triangles, spikes, whatever you want to call them. H2O Cola there on the spoiler. Now, of course, why do I always say H? N2O Cola, and his nitrogen, O is oxygen. If you took chemistry, you should probably know that. I took chemistry last year. I am now in physics. On the back, he obviously has rookie stripes, which obviously indicates that he is a rookie. The yellow stripes as just mandatory for all rookies, except for Tim Treadless, apparently. He's the only one that does not have them, but it's probably just an error. It says H2O Cola right there. I like how they use blue lettering instead of the usual green. 68 over there. And that is pretty much it for HJ. The decals on this side are actually slightly different because you have N2O Cola before the 68, whereas here it's after. So it's nice to see a slight change, although it's nothing too drastic. So now it's time to compare him to his other racing counterparts. We have Parker Breakston, who also appeared in Cars 3. If you'd like to see my review of him, the link will be in the description below. And now Parker replaced Manny Flywheel, who was the N2O Cola racer in Cars 1. So this is the complete evolution. Looks pretty cool. We went from a very dark purple to more of a lighter one, and now he has a lot more green than ever, which makes him look kind of strange in my opinion, but it's nice for change. And obviously branding has to evolve over time because companies have to adapt to the new times and everything, and new interests, tastes, and preferences, stuff like that. So obviously you can just kind of see how everything changed over time. Let me know in the comment section below, out of these 3 N2O Cola racers, which one is your favorite? This is kind of a tough question for me, but I think I'm going to have to go with Parker Breakston. I just really like his color. I feel like his designs with the N2O Cola logo there is really sweet. It has cool depth to it and everything. And HJ just has a little bit too much green for me, but otherwise he's still pretty sweet. Just kind of do a 360 on all these guys here. While I'm doing this, I'll ask you guys, how is your day going? What are you guys up to? Nothing much, okay. Just watching some Artsy Cars 5. I appreciate that. And by the way, I actually started my own Facebook community. It's called Disney Cars United. It's pretty awesome. We have some members so far, and I do plan on doing a contest soon, or more like a giveaway. I can't really do a giveaway here on YouTube, it's just not allowed. But on Facebook, it is allowed. So I will be doing that there to kind of kick off the community, and it'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to join, the link will be in the description below. So here we have the canceled N2O Cola Pity that matches Manny Flywheel over here. I got that a while ago. This is a custom tool chest. And what everyone has been waiting for, the custom hauler by Jim Scavenger. The tool chest is by Cars and Stuff. So this hauler doesn't really fit any specific racer. There was supposed to be a hauler for Manny, but it was canceled back in 2010, and this doesn't match that one. So it's non-canon, I guess you could say, but I feel like it matches Manny and Parker a little bit. Maybe it's like the in-between Cars 1 and Cars 2 stage. I feel like it looks really cool with that green stripe. Nice and simple. I really like this. Jim Scavenger did an awesome job. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, think about what is your favorite N2O Cola racer here. Mine, like I said, is Parker, but HJ comes in second with this cool new design. Just a little bit too much green, like I said, for me personally. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow you should be seeing a review of Flip Dober. And hopefully, since I am going out hunting these days, throughout the week, I have found some stuff. And with any luck, I'll be able to formulate an episode 8 to be specific. No guarantees though, because my stores stink, to put it in simplest terms. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.